Ladies and gentlemen, it is my prayer and hope that this video is going to find you in a doing fine and in good health. I'm also doing fine at this peripheral end, so let me know where you're watching this video from, which country and which continent. So guys, there are two things I want to speak about. The emergence of the old issues back all then, courtesy of Chris, the spiritual con. The reasons why I'm telling you these are the issues that at one point were addressed by the three musketeers. If you can remember the good olden days of Max 1, Masubo 1, and its Ernest, because we used to iron these things out. So there is the reemergence of this one. Now, Chris, the spiritual core, now wants to take credit of those issues that was told because we had succeeded in perforating, the narrative that was then orchestrated by the three musketeers. Now there is a reemergence, but this kind of reemergence is being laced with the inclusivity of the local leaders. Now the OCS came, the chief came, now it's going to the chief, and I now get the information that the district officer of the district commissioner has already been notified, and the letters has been written for the only YouTubers to attend that kind of August meeting that soon is going to be occasioned. The things I want to speak about, and these things I want to reveal the strategy that these people use. One, the Gintu has come up with a narrative because these people had met and choreographed on how they're going to tackle Iammarwa. Number two, we want to look at the Chris and how Chris' perception towards Iammarwa and how Chris views Iammarwa itself. That warrants his vexation and his agitations going forward. So guys, if you're coming across this YouTube and this video for the first time, kindly click on the notification bell so that whenever I upload a video, YouTube shall notify instantly. To my loyal subscriber, may God bless you abundantly. Without your support, this channel wouldn't be at this pace. So let's dive in after the break. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube chit chat. My name is Iammarwa and this is my YouTube channel. So let's dive in, lest we forget. Gintu has proved number and times again that is defied several kind of odds, and now is bringing war to the doorstep of Iammarwa. Trespassing left and right, recording Iammarwa gate and Iammarwa premises. Now, as of today morning, Gintu did the same. He passed through the wall. But that is not importantly so. Something that I find so important that I want to address, and something that is so awful, it's about the oratory nature of its Gintu. What Gintu said in that vlog. Gintu said a particular kind of thing that everything Iammarwa touches dies. Perhaps let's watch that video keenly, then I will come and elaborate it a little bit.
How did it occur when the Mercedes-Benz was coming in and he knew, but he had to say, Lucio, leave? Iammarwa is trying himself to free himself, but he doesn't know how to free himself. Because it's a very, very hard thing to free yourself if you are captured in this estimation. Let me give out this kind of a verbal way. We understand there are so many people who have died, inclusively around Iammarwa here. Do you understand it? The owner of this plot is dead. The owner of that plot above Iammarwa there is dead. The person who sold the first plot, Iammarwa said that you're gonna be giving it out to a fan and planted there some of the epiculture, is dead. Do you know the Jamaican woman who brought the land besides Iammarwa there is dead? So do you have to commit? Do you know that the person who is at Percy's position here, talk about the husband to Percy, is dead and is enclosed to this kind of the chapter? Do you understand that there's something they talk about? They touch,
if you listen to his
whatever
Gintu,
you touch, it
Gintu has exhausted all his plan. And the reasons why I'm telling you there were meetings that was set with this Gintu, Chris, the loser of the spiritual con, for a sustained attack of Iammarwa is to resurrect those kind of stories that were long gone into re-emergence. That's why such kind of issue is re-emerging, but the spearheaded person is Chris and it's Gintu. What is Gintu saying? Gintu has started telling us the story that everything that Iammarwa just dies, and is evoking analogy that people surrounding Iammarwa and all the neighbors themselves, all these people are dead, and it's counted even Jamaican mom and vast majority of people. The question therefore I want to pose to is Gintu, who unlived those people? Those people died when Iammarwa have occupied that place, or Iammarwa came and found them that's already died. Or what is your point? Well, I get Gintu point because the Gintu point is there that everything Iammarwa touches, or everything that is next to Iammarwa, must die. So it is an analogy that Gintu is creating, that Iammarwa is still up to other people's life. Therefore, the question that also I must pose to Gintu: you also have a farm and a fish farm next to Iammarwa. Why haven't you died? Or are you the next? A simple question. You answer me. Are you the next? If you know what really happened to those people, why aren't you dying? You're counting. Percy is also there. Why aren't Percy dying? What I know, death is so faithful that when your days shall reach and say put on this wall, or on this, up at this Christendom, then you'll have to throw the blanket. You have to throw in the blanket. So these are the narratives that these people now resurrecting, because at one point in this YouTube street, the Iammarwa family was accused of witchcrafting. The Iammarwa family was accused of number of people visiting the villa. Then the outcome is maybe death. It is a narrative that these people, because the content has diminished, now it's the new tactics and the new strategies of them wanting to decide and blackmail Iammarwa, because Iammarwa has stood and has proven to be so patient and stand so unbothered. So this is the new strategy that I wanted you to understand going forward. To confirm, because the spiritual con also came in, that he has got no respect to Iammarwa, because there's nothing that Iammarwa can tell him. Perhaps let's listen to the spiritual con.
Let me tell you, we don't know what we are undergoing. You don't know the threats that we are undergoing. I wish one day you could come to this village. I wish one day you could come. And if we will have the OCS meeting, then the same threats continue. You will find us, because we have rights to peacefully demonstrate. Peacefully demonstrate. We've been doing that in Nairobi. We are Gen Z. We've been doing that in Nairobi peacefully, and we'll do it peacefully. Iammarwa, you must fit to the society. Guys, you know one thing that for me, I don't see Iammarwa as a millionaire, because once I'll have that mindset, this guy will be on us. I saw Iammarwa grazing goats, grazing donkey.
So guys, that is the spiritual con, Chris. He's telling us he doesn't consider Iammarwa to be a millionaire. Simply means because of the harboring action, because he doesn't believe that this is Iammarwa whom he saw grazing the cow. This is Iammarwa whom he saw with the 2 eyes. This is Iammarwa whom he saw going to school and walking bare feet. And this is the reason why the current status of Iammarwa in that village really bothers them, really send jitters, because they are intimate with the Iammarwa. Which means by that time when Iammarwa was grazing donkeys and cows, the Chris families were so well, the Chris family were at the epitomeness of enjoying their affluence that they manufactured or that they created onto this world. But along line, things turned the opposite side. Now there is this kind of envy towards Iammarwa family, because the journey to their success is a journey that majority of people don't want to tell. It was coupled up or let's up with untold suffering. Until up to that level, it's just a sheer hard work. That's what Chris, the spiritual call, is telling us today. And that's why Chris has decided to go and take a refuge into the Bible, into the modern day church slavery that is telling us preaching hope versus working hard. You have to work hard, you have to work so smart so that you achieve. All this kind of wealth won't come to you. You know, the reason why it's telling us that Iammarwa must fit the society, because there is this analogy in Nyaboanze, in that society, in that community, that people glorify poverty, that people glorify living in the mud houses. So this is the trajectory that Iammarwa came in to change. Then Iammarwa was laced with unprintable tags like Illuminati, unprintable tags like child trafficking, unprintable tags like begging, unprintable tags like a scammer, because it is barely in that village, it is barely in that part of the world. People don't believe in hard work. People don't believe in making it up. So that if you make, you'll be called a scammer. You'll be called acquiring your health using extra unconventional ways. And this is what Chris is telling us. And this is what is being upheld by Gintu. And this is what the entire majority of people, because they haven't seen people who have made it. Seeing Iammarwa, whom they used to grace cows with, has made it. And buying cars after the other, building castles and villas. This thing, it's setting jitters. Imagine, up to the level that they've gone and called chief, up to the level they've gone and made a meeting just to discuss the persona of Iammarwa of the Undari family. The people were just living peacefully, enjoying their life. You know, Chris is saying one thing, he's gone to school to the level of Iammarwa, but Iammarwa is making it. With him, he doesn't make it. It is like the boat itself just capsizes before it reaches the shore. Golden days, Chris was in butter and bread. Now things have turned. This is what is making Chris so jealous. I'm very sure even the meeting that they've called with the district officer or the district commissioner, there's nothing like issues of the road that's going to be discussed. It's just the issues of the YouTubers. I'm telling you, and the turnout is as well known that if you take a camera, no trespassing. If you take a camera, no vilifying anyone. No character assassination, because these are the meetings that they want to go on their ways. But I'm telling you, even the DO themselves shows that there's a lot of fitina, there is a lot of shenanigan outside there. We call the YouTubers themselves are self-inflicted because of this one family. They want this family help them by force. If this family help them, they bite that hand. If that family withdraw the help, therefore they blackmail the family. So this is the issue at the core. So guys, it never stopped from there, because from that moment, Iammarwa also had a message to them. And what is Iammarwa's message? The message itself was so bold. Perhaps let's listen to Iammarwa giving the message and injecting to the village naysayers, and we call them the village salads.
That is their problem. They can be jealous. That is their problem. For us, we'll keep living our own life. Sometimes I wonder, why would you be jealous on someone that, one, does not take food from your table, two, you're not competing for similar resources. He's doing his own line going there, you're doing your own line going to the other side. Why? But unless you just want to be them and you are disparate, that's when, and maybe you cannot reach that level, that's when maybe you push yourself to start feeling like, oh, I wish I was this person. But instead of feeling that, you can learn from the best, and you can also take it as a good way. Instead of feeling jealousy and all this, you can take it in a good way to build yourself, to learn from the best. Even me, I learned from the best. People like Casey and I learned, and then I became. And then, I don't know if you are ready to pay the price, because everything has a price.
You know, I've been to over 70 countries, and somebody else maybe from the village or in Africa here has never left his own village, and he wants to compete with someone who has gone to 70 countries. Your thinking and my thinking in terms of the way I see the world is quite different. So instead of thinking of how to go to those countries and expand your knowledge, you are thinking about how you should, I don't know, stop me, or I don't know even what you are thinking. Sometimes it's even hard to explain. Even it's hard for my mind to be in your space. You know, I say this because lately we've had people trying to push. But me, I look at them and say, these ones, they will back and back and back, but the cows will be home at the end of the, you know. And it's very normal that when you're doing something, you'll always find some people trying to stop you in any way, you know. But that has nothing to do with me. That has everything to do with those people.
So the message of Iammarwa was so clear. Maybe just to summarize it, Iammarwa is telling, let the barking dogs bark, because a dog will always bark at anything. Because a serious dog will always come silently, then pounce on the prey or on a predator. But in this one, a useless dog will always bark at anything. So let them bark, because what they are blowing is just hot air. Has got no merit, has got no substance. Our form will take Iammarwa nowhere and their family. Let them bark. Iammarwa is also telling us it's out of jealousy. That's why these people are doing that, because they see the progress that this family has made. Now they have embarked in calling meetings to discuss the persona of them, things that you could even see. There's nothing of it, because they're the people who have made Iammarwa business their businesses. They're the people who are taunting and defaming Iammarwa, and Iammarwa have never complained. Now they're reducing everything to threats. Let's wait and let them go and substantiate that kind of a threat. Iammarwa is telling us he doesn't eat these people's food, and they wonders why these people ate him. Iammarwa wonders why these people are fully hell-bent with this family and his name, and there's nothing that they share in common. Iammarwa is just telling you people, is just admire whatever he's doing, or if you don't want to learn from the best, make somebody your best and learn from them. Then you just made, because Iammarwa is where he is because he was once inspired by somebody, and he copied that very thing that he admired. Now he is whom he is now. And Iammarwa is telling them that I'm living great lives. Look, you people, my life is great. I don't want to involve myself into village shenanigan. Therefore, you take the trophy of the illicit kind of reaction, illicit kind of shenanigans, and the negativity and the poverty mindset to continue ranting. It's none of Iammarwa business. At this moment, I don't care. At this moment, we don't care. At this moment, whatever you say are just but hot hair and chasing the wild goose chase. Guys, let me know what you think at the comment section. Until next time, this is your boy Senior Zach.